In a car you drive, AM video crackles out a story about a man grown to age 40 who never left home and never interacted with another person besides his own mother. Inside his mother's home, he was never allowed to watch TV or surf relevant websites. Instead, he performed plays for his mother, who praised his command of the living room stage. Each day the man was certain of something amiss, but never pained what. He knew there were others, somewhere on the widow's external, binging shows and liking posts without him.
Symmetrical cubes dominate the attention pumps of this thing called people. Whole factories of sentient thought purpled to their mental knees through candied social lures. A thing called people inhabits an irate environment and works to quantify through population a planet's limits.
Geriatric slack hobbies. Geriatric thugs stay strapped to the gums. Geriatrics note their measurable advance to expiration. They accept and integrate this knowledge into their day's activity as a buffer to the expansive pools of fear, danger, rotten guts, and mashed innards found looming inside a thing called people. Here, the sonic quality of mastication pulls manifold pets tableside. They absorb each of the fallen crumbs and use their nutritional boost to justify a blessed and handsome existence. Thank you.
Called people holds a thing called funerals. You visit them as a reminder that your own is a distant matinee with a ticket reserved. This is the most sinister mental painting of a brain you stretch to label innocent machine. You attend a funeral held for a man named Dobner. You carry a tote full of mumbles, free to any who ask questions about your background or your being here or your interests. Many things exterminate pieces of a thing called people. For each of Dobner's kidneys, a stone. Pure pain for a man to pass one. Pure pain for a man to conversate with another man.
Modern fraternity palms a brief but comprehensive tone.
A distant cousin receives an email informing her she got the job she's always wanted, and she contains her jubilation until the death ritual concludes. You spill coffee on the casket before leaving.
Again, you find yourself in a location heavy with the type of decay you pray to forget. Nightly you shuffled from a room containing a sink to a room containing a bed and back. If surveyed by a mediating overlord, your day's activity would be summed to a folder marked largely uninspired. Solitary places find new parts of yourself that horrify. One part worries about the spiral-eyed doom ape. One imagines the potential valiance in battling the squawking more than at the end of time. One theorizes that if you're caught in the swallow folds of the human crayfish, as in daily interactions and social happenings, surrender! You wouldn't know organization if it centered you on the third row, 2 from the bottom in the room at the end of the hall, where confusion beds feral hay and bales of feline. You desire riches spent to work the sapped land and gloss your shrine in planetary time. You find freedom from this thing dwells in some configuration of alone.
Back to the car, but this time no radio, AM, FM, or auxiliary. Only the night's eerie jingle, free to spread its option over your wanda. 4 a.m. is not a radio station, but is the time you discover you're the only thing awake here. You veer between the empty lanes. You ponder involvement. You climb a dilapidated building that overlooks the funeral home, where now Dobner is made up as a showy corpse resemblant of his former vibrance. You recall a research abstract you once read, in which women were shown pictures of the same man alive and dead, and were asked to rate the attractiveness of each. The study concluded women chose the dead man repeatedly. Mentally you nod with Dobner's likeness as supporting evidence. He sleeps at this hour, same as all the rest, though he will never again be waking.
You admire a city for its ability to not ask questions, dig deeper, or to try to get to know you. You predict the difference when morning spawns busy workers who pressure the sidewalks, their movement an assembly of dialed gyrations. But now, above the grid of palatial nodes, a gentle pet of acceptance highlights the city. You don your role as tiny observer to this and all other components of the thing called people. You look upon the hulking titan's hedonic veneer, its spatial wicker sun cozied into dark's cradle, a sensory collage privy only to the rare awake. You hear your thing called people yodel the gist of inclusion. Cascading with splendor, it invites you in a gentle and assuring tone. But still, you cannot pry free your familiar crown of resistance.